This lesson is on the significance of drug and alcohol use. I think that one of the greatest challenges a young person faces is the ability to see things deeply enough to appreciate the significance of drug or alcohol use. Many teens miss the point and are stuck pursuing what they believe to be a harmless path. I heard Judge Colville in Pittsburgh once say, "There are greater crimes against mankind than smoking a little marijuana. However, there may be no greater crime against oneself." And I think he really hit the nail on the head. When I talk to kids about alcohol or marijuana use, the last concern I have is usually for the physical effects. They are usually irrelevant to me. Most students learn about the physical effects of drug or alcohol use in health class. Kids aren't drinking and getting high because they are clueless and never heard that it can be dangerous physically. Kids who like getting drunk or high are always willing to put off the risks of future or possible effects. After all, most teens are invincible. Things will never happen to them, always someone else. That is why no teen ever thinks they will get pregnant, they will get a venereal disease. No teen ever thinks they'll overdose on alcohol, or ever get raped at a party, or ever be involved in a car accident, or hooked on opiates. It is human nature to believe that we are smarter, invincible, and we wouldn't let that happen to us. Unfortunately, these things are happening to someone. I heard someone once say, "I don't worry about a kid smoking marijuana and dying. I worry about a kid smoking marijuana and living a life on the sidelines, never experiencing their true potential in accomplishments, self-respect, admiration, etc." Kids think marijuana is less fatal, and that is why they conclude that marijuana is not a big deal. Unfortunately, it doesn't have anything to do with being fatal. It's funny to watch how perceptions of kids change from junior high to senior high. In junior high, kids think marijuana is awesome, that they ought to legalize this stuff. "I want to do this all the time. This stuff is great. It's really harmless, and all it does is mellow you out." But by the time kids are seniors, they are less vocal about singing its praises. By then, they've had an opportunity to see how it's affected some of their peers, maybe family, relatives, brothers, or sisters. Many have known friends who used to play sports and have quit sports, or failed school, or have dropped out. They may know of a kid who was killed in a car accident, or got drunk, or committed suicide. They may know of a girl that got wasted and was raped at a party, or someone who changed who they were as a result of their drug use. They may also have a family member who started smoking marijuana but progressed to other things. They may have smoked marijuana and realized they broke their own promise to never try any hard stuff. The hope is that these kids see enough of what it does with their own eyes in order to change their views. Kids aren't likely to change their views just because an adult tells them to, but they may get the message when they see a friend who changes as a result. Students have the best learning examples right in front of them. Every day you walk down the hall, you can identify kids you knew before who they got high and how they've changed. If by the time you're a senior and you haven't seen how getting high makes people change, then you haven't been paying attention. I know that I see kids who are getting high a lot become so lazy and unable to work through anything that they'll drop out of school after 11 and a half years. If I can see it in the student body, I can't imagine why you can't. Part of it may be that you may not want to.